You gonna get this. You gonna get this. You know it. Let it get in your head, Tank. You gonna get this. Get your shit together. Get your head. Get yours. You gonna get it. Let it get in your head, Tank. Get yours. You gonna get this.
So after Devin Haney dissed Floyd Mayweather for leaking the infamous DogHouse Sparring between him and Gervonta to Ryan Garcia, his opponent, he then posted immediately what took place after that, which was him chopping it up with Floyd at the Mayweather gym. Devin said, quote, "This was after the sparring." Now, it was interesting to hear what Floyd Mayweather had to say, both to the fighters coming up and exactly about what took place during the sparring.
Came to the gym today, you told me, watch out for Devin, you're gonna see something you've never seen. And you were right. I've seen a 16-year-old look like a man in there.
You know, I'm a little hoarse right now because I was doing a lot of screaming and shouting. Because in the doghouse, we always, it's always about pushing these fighters to the limit. The main thing that I learned early on, and what these fighters don't do, that I see a lot of fighters are flat-footed. No fighter, it's like old school. One thing they need to know is being on the pivot. That was one of the key things my father taught me from the beginning, was being on the pivot to be able to make certain moves.
First, Floyd was pointing out how fighters need to fight off the pivot, staying on the pivot, which means being ready at all times, especially when your opponent is about to rush you. You use that against your opponent by using their momentum against them. Walk them to a shot while exiting to the right or to the left simultaneously, for example, a check hook, which is something that Floyd Mayweather used to do best. That's just one example. More importantly, it's being ready to fight off the pivot at all times by exiting to the right or the left with either hand, while being able to choose any punch at the same time, in order to avoid getting caught, countered, and frustrate your opponent even more by varying your offense under any type of intensity. Now, I don't want to get too technical here, but the reason why Floyd Mayweather was saying that is because we've seen Devin Haney actually do that on the footage that got leaked after Adrian Broner jumped in the ring. Immediately after that, Gervonta caught Devin Haney with a straight left hand, and Devin Haney pivoted off the ropes. Now, even though during that sequence Devin Haney got caught, because obviously Gervonta was storming him, even then he was still able to benefit by turning Gervonta because he was buying himself some time. However, the main thing about pivoting is to actually turn your opponent without getting caught. But like I said before, if you box, you're going to get hit. Just like if you swim, you're going to get wet. And if you're going to spar Gervonta, you best believe at some point you're going to get caught by bombs. Therefore, you got to be able to weather the storm. Interestingly enough, the best fighters in the world today that can fight off the pivot is actually Devin Haney is one of them. Gervonta, Shakur, Crawford, David Morrell, Jaron Ennis, and fighters like that. Oh yeah, and obviously you cannot forget Bivol and Usyk. And more recently, I have seen Shakur back up in a straight line, more so than pivoting off an angle to the right or to the left. More importantly, when Devin Haney shared this footage with Floyd immediately after the infamous doghouse sparring with Tank, Floyd Mayweather actually shifted his attention toward Devin during this interview by giving Devin Haney pointers when it came to smothering your opponent, especially during a heated moment when a fighter is getting overwhelmed, like Devin Haney was getting overwhelmed at some point against Tank in the doghouse sparring.
The chemistry, just with me working with him, when I was working with him in the doghouse, just seeing the things that he was doing, he's going to be an unbelievable professional. And the ultimate goal is I want this kid to be able to break my record. And today, only thing we got to work on with him is when the guy is super aggressive, just stay right there and catch the shots. Sometimes tie the guy up and spin the guy. But in the doghouse, it's kind of different. But only thing we want is the best from this young man, and he's going to be A-OK.
Floyd was saying, you don't got to go nowhere. All you have to do is stay right there and catch the shots, then smother your opponent. That's exactly what Floyd Mayweather did against Sugar Shane Mosley. Remember, that was the worst we ever seen Floyd Mayweather get hurt. And for a minute and a half, Floyd Mayweather actually stood right in front of Sugar Shane Mosley, weathered the storm for 2 minutes, and then on the last minute, he actually started walking Sugar Shane Mosley down, even bested Sugar Shane Mosley on that same round, the same round Floyd Mayweather got hurt. This is how you know it's a stereotype when race fans call Floyd Mayweather a runner. That's like them calling him the N-word. Since at the worst point of Floyd Mayweather's career, I'm talking about the worst he have ever been hurt, Floyd Mayweather did not run. He stood right there in front of Sugar Shane Mosley, and they still call him a runner. Keep in mind, when the Bull Chavez Sr., when he was undefeated, like 80 or 90-0, something crazy like that, right? He was getting more decisions than Canelo, robbing fighters like Pernell Whitaker, etc., etc. When he got dropped by Frankie Randall, do you guys know Chavez Sr., the Warrior? He started running for his life. Like, wait a minute, I thought warriors don't run. I thought Chavez Sr. was a warrior, according to you guys. So according to the race fans' logic, why didn't Chavez Sr. stay in the pocket and go to war with Frankie Randall? Why didn't he do that the same way Floyd Mayweather did with Sugar Shane Mosley? I guess Chavez Sr. didn't have the same warrior spirit as Floyd Mayweather, but the race fans will call Floyd Mayweather a runner. However, they will call Chavez Sr. a warrior. I can't make this up. This is more proof when they call fighters like Devin Haney, Andre Ward, Crawford, Floyd Mayweather runners. It's actually a code word for the race fans to call them the N-word. This is them basically calling these black fighters on the coincidental list the N-word while staying undercover. They don't want to reveal their true identity. Nevertheless, the reason why Floyd Mayweather was giving Devin Haney pointers on if a fighter is in a heated moment, if he's getting overwhelmed, he needs to stay calm, catch the shots, smother the opponent, then tie him up. Floyd was saying that to Devin due to the fact he never really got hurt against Gervonta in the DogHouse Sparring. He was just overwhelmed, and Gervonta capitalized on that. So that's why Floyd was telling Devin Haney that. But Floyd also said it's kind of different in the DogHouse Sparring because there isn't a referee. And as we all saw from the leaked footage, whenever Devin Haney tried to smother Gervonta, Gervonta was being smart. He was pushing Devin Haney down by putting his weight on top of him in order to prevent Devin Haney from smothering him, more importantly than tying him up. Tank is a veteran in there, and clearly he was a veteran from an early age. This is what made Devin Haney the fighter who he is today. By the time he turned pro, he was already a veteran, sparring people like Tank. That's why when Devin was only 19, he was already calling out old media pound-for-pound #1 Lomachenko. And he became the youngest undisputed champion of all time in the Four Belts era. Due to that, him being the youngest veteran in the game. Last but not least, when it came to Gervonta versus Devin Haney DogHouse Sparring footage that got leaked, like I told you guys before, this was Gervonta Lomachenko moment in the 11th round against Devin. Gervonta had moments, just like Lomachenko. However, what says more about Devin Haney is how he was able to close the show against Lomachenko, winning the 12th round and coming back from the 10th and the 11th round, just like he did against Gervonta, where he weathered the storm, then came back to stop Gervonta under the DogHouse Sparring rules. Therefore, to everyone that's saying, oh man, if it was a smaller glove and no headgear, Gervonta would have had did this, he would have had done that. If Gervonta was in a better shape, this, that, and the third, well, guess what? Gervonta could put on smaller gloves with no headgear and be in the best shape of his life by fighting Devin Haney later this year for his biggest payday. How about that? Devin Haney already called out Gervonta to fight next, so the ball is in Gervonta court. We shall see what he decides to do with it. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mario, now I'm gonna ask you this. If you're not lying, the liar, then you said that you seen Devin get wobbled. If you're not lying, Ryan, you seen Devin get wobbled by Tank on there. Did you see Tank get stopped? And did you see me get paid when Devin stopped Tank? Question. If you seen the tape, I told you he's a liar.
I
Did you see the tape? Did Floyd show you the tape?
Yes, he showed me tape.
Did you see Devin stop Tank and see us get paid the money?
No.
So you only saw part of the tape?
No. Maybe, I don't know. It was obviously clipped, but at the end of the fucking tape, Devin was getting his ass knocked out. I'm not capping.
We watched Tank knock you out. The world seen Tank knock you out. You quit.
That's good.
You quit. You quit. The world seen you take a knee and quit like a bitch.
Then stop. Stop the guy that stopped you.
Gentlemen, we're going to continue with some.
You're going to get stopped.
A couple questions for